to try and gather everybody over here. You can come over this way. Come on over and come be shy. How are the kids doing today? Thumbs up? Awesome. Who wants to play with some bugs in a minute? Yeah? Well, we got some park rangers here to play with some bugs with you guys in a minute. All right, well, thank you everybody for coming out. It's gotten a little chilly here along the river, but a beautiful overcast fall day on the Jordan River. Yesterday I had the opportunity to go out to the Jordan River with several mayors and city council members from across the country who are in Salt Lake this week for a National League of Cities conference, and we were able to visit a few areas and see some really incredible birds and natural lands in Salt Lake City. And it's always so exciting to see the city and our natural areas through the eyes of visitors, and to remember how special these places are to Salt Lake City and how much connection we have to the natural world. We're really excited today to open the first of our general obligation Jordan River bond projects, which is the Backman Community Open Space. This project is the first of many, many investments over the next 5 years. Nearly $40 million of the general obligation bond will be invested on the Jordan River and adjacent parks, including Glendale Regional Park, which we will open the first phase in in a month. So we're really excited to start showing off that investment that the voters passed in 2022. With that, one of the things that's so incredible about this space is it was such a long and persistent advocacy opportunity for many involved. Many partners played a huge role, but I want to start by saying we would not be here today without two people. We're very lucky to have both of them here today. And I want to talk a little bit about them. Heather Newell, who was the principal of Backman Elementary, and Karina Villalba, who are here with us today. I first met Heather and Karina probably in 2017, and they came to the city to advocate for a better and safer way for children in this neighborhood to get across the river to Backman Elementary School. And what seemed like a long process ultimately led to the construction of the bridge that now provides a beautiful and safe access for kids so they don't have to be on our streets to get to school. And their continued persistence really is what made this additional playground and connection to nature possible. So I want to just take a moment for everybody to give a round of applause for Heather and Karina. Thank you both, and thank you both so much for coming. The Jordan River really is the cultural and ecological heart of Salt Lake City's West Side community, and it hasn't always received the attention and investment that it deserves. Salt Lake City has a goal to have access for 95% of our residents by 2040 to have access to a park, open space, or trail by 2040. That's in line with nationwide goals to increase equitable access to park and open spaces throughout the country. There's plenty of research that indicates that access to these spaces is good for kids, it's good for our mental health, it's good for our physical health, and it should be a priority of all of the investments and decisions that we make as city leaders and as elected officials. So we're really excited today to have the opportunity to open this space for everybody. This project also aligns with one of the key priorities of the administration in trying to make Salt Lake City a more family-friendly and kid-friendly place to live. The Jordan River is an incredible asset, but there's not always a lot of playgrounds and amenities for kids to stop and to recreate in. And so this is the first of many new playgrounds and assets that we'll start seeing along the Jordan River. So we're really thrilled to have that opportunity and look forward to another one in just a few short weeks. We hope that today is not just the opening of a new park, but is the opening of a new chapter in management and care for the Jordan River, and we're really grateful for all of our partners for coming out today. I want to extend just a couple more thank yous. The National Park Service played a huge role. Betsy Byrne is with us in the back today in the official and the concept design of this project. So thank you, Betsy, for coming. The Utah Governor's Office of Outdoor Recreation provided funding for construction on this project and was critical to helping meet the gaps that we had in our funding. Backman Elementary School and the kids who are coming out today, this is for you. This is your space. You guys get to come here and take care of it, play on it, and be able to activate and connect with nature. In addition, Wasatch Mountain Institute, who's not here today, but they are partnering with Salt Lake City School District to identify multiple locations along the river to activate and to increase environmental education for students in Salt Lake City School District. So they will be using this space and many others along the Jordan River for years to come to make sure our kids have a strong connection to the natural world right in their backyards. So thank you everybody for coming out. I'm going to turn the time over now to Councilmember Victoria Petro.
Good to see everyone, but I gotta be honest with you, the only people I care about are my neighbors here who are from Backman Elementary. Are you all in Miss Siegel's class? No?
Jones.
Oh,
Jones.
Miss Jones's class, sorry. She had to go and use a different. Okay, so back when my kid, who's in 9th grade, was in 3rd grade, her last name was Siegel, and she has always been the coolest teacher. You all are so lucky. Thank you for coming and hanging out with us. Look, friends, you need to learn everything you can from your teachers right now, because it's true. Sometimes our neighborhood doesn't get the attention it deserves, but guess what? We're really cool, and we deserve attention, investment. You deserve everything beautiful. So this is just one way we're gonna show you that we're gonna do this as your city, and we're gonna make it the place you come from, the place you live, the place you go to school. It's fantastic. And you know what that means? Fantastic places make fantastic people. So that means you're fantastic. And I'm so excited for what you all are gonna do for this city. But since I'm your neighbor, and right now, I get to kind of help out with some decision making, I'm gonna make sure that we make it better than it's been. Thank you to the leaders who cared about this place and advocated for it long before I ever decided I was gonna try to stand up and run for office and give us this moment to celebrate. It's gonna be your turn soon, okay? So I need you to learn as much as you can. I need you to learn about the nature here, because this river is really ridiculously cool and doesn't get the attention it needs. Soren will love to come to talk to you anytime you want about that river. Our community is one of the coolest places in all of Utah. We have the best food, we have the best neighbors, we've got the best teachers, we've got the coolest opportunities. Learn about that, okay? Learn about our government, because right now, we're not doing a stellar job of showing you how it should work. But learn about it so that you can come behind me and fix it. And then when you're my age, you'll talk to some kids who are like you, and we'll make it even better, okay? So thank you guys for interrupting your school day. Thank you to Miss Jones. He used to just be Mr. Teeter, a teacher when I was with him too. Now he's a principal. He's all grown up. Learn from them. They are good people with good information. And please enjoy this space, okay? It's for you. And then maybe one day it'll be for your kids too, okay? All right, thank you guys.
All right. My remarks will be focusing in on our students as well. Everybody else can hear them, but I'm really homing in on them. If you can all just make sure you can see me clearly, because I'm going to be doing a little bit of an object lesson, students. All right. Now, the name of this space, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's the Backman Community Open Space. Backman Community Open Space. That first word in the name, Backman, underscores who this is for. It's for you and your schoolmates, okay? Now, I want you to think about how you're all in 4th grade right now, right? Raise your hand if you're in 4th grade. Okay, it's all the students here. Well, I'm going to show you a picture of another 4th grader from decades ago, okay? This is his picture, okay? 4th grade, just like you. And he came to a space of learning just like this. The space that he went to was a planetarium. Raise your hand if you've been to the Clark Planetarium before. Most of you have, right? He went to a planetarium where I'm from, in New York City, called the Hayden Planetarium, okay? And when he went to the Hayden Planetarium, he was so inspired. He said, I felt like the universe had called me to become an astrophysicist. He felt like he had a calling to become an astrophysicist, okay? Now, he had that calling and then he put in the work. He studied really hard. He ended up going to Harvard and getting a degree in astrophysics. And then he went to Columbia and he ended up becoming the director of this Hayden Planetarium. Some of you might know him. I know some of the adults could probably guess who this is. This is Neil deGrasse Tyson, who now has had a YouTube channel, for all our future YouTubers, for over 15 years, with over 5 million subscribers and over 875 million views. I just looked it up this morning, so, because I want to be current, right? It's always changing. So, I know that some of you, when I ask you what you want to do when you grow up, some of you say, I want to be a YouTuber. Well, it's very competitive. What I hope is that this space should be for everybody, everyone in the community, of course, but especially for our students. And I'm hoping that at least some of you are inspired and feel like you've been called by the universe or by just our local ecosystem right here to become the next generation of great scientists and engineers and become the ecologists and the environmentalists and the researchers who very much will be our future salvation for this community and for greater society. So important. I hope that you are motivated and inspired by all this that has been done for you and that you appreciate it, especially in this season of Thanksgiving. And I want to say thank you to everyone who's come here today, and muchas gracias.
Hello, my name is Owen Carroll. I'm one of the supervisors with Salt Lake City's Park Ranger program, and I'm really excited to be out here today. It's been really awesome to see this space transforming over the past couple years and to hear all the stories about the folks that have been involved in bringing it to where it is right now. My team is here to help keep these places safe and welcoming for everybody. We do this by patrolling. We work approximately 7 days a week, and from the first light to the last light of the day. And what we do as we're out patrolling is we try to balance some of the challenges that we see in our parks with some of the opportunities. Some of those challenges are things we're really familiar with, like litter, trash, graffiti, misuse of certain things. And we'll sometimes address some of those directly. We'll have conversations with folks, talk about, hey, this is a way you could do a little bit better here. We'll work with some of our partners in parks and across the city to address stuff that's not quite within our capacity. But then we'll also look at those opportunities. We'll see how can we work with partners, with interested community members? How can we do things that tell the stories of these places, help activate them, encourage people to come out and visit them and stay there. And a little bit later, we'll give you a glimpse of some of the stuff that we do specifically for that. So I'm just very excited to see everything out here today, and thank you so much for the opportunity to talk. I think with that, it's time to get to the main event.
Do you want us to open it up if anyone has any questions?
Yeah.
Did anyone have any questions? If kids want to ask questions, they're welcome to ask our group of speakers a question too. Do you want me to bring you the mic?
How long did it take you to focus?
11 years.
11 years.
Hi everyone, my name is Kat Andra. I'm a planner with Salt Lake City Public Lands, and I kind of helped with the whole design of this project, but it extended far before I started with the city in 2021. I think we've talked about the huge community effort that really made this project come to fruition, and that started over 10 years ago. So this has been a long time coming. We've had a lot of amazing conversations, but yeah, this is about a decade in the making, so 10 years ago. In 2022, we opened the bridge to provide access across the river, and now in 2025, we're super excited to open this new amenity.
Great question.
Great question. Great question.
Go ahead.
I did some. Oh, you just went out.
How was this built?
How was it built?
Another excellent question. We have the pleasure of having a large team with us today that kind of helped get this built. We have Chris Sands with BioWest. He is responsible for the design of this whole project, and he worked with all the community members and students at Backman Elementary a couple of years ago to make sure that this is exactly what you all wanted. And then we have our construction team, Jardine Malaska. They're the ones that actually put all of this in the ground. So big round of applause to them. And then we have Troy Anderson, who is the Salt Lake City Engineering, and he managed the whole construction process. And then from today moving forward, our parks operations team back here, if you guys could wave, will be responsible for keeping this place amazing for wall to use into the future?
We
Great
have
question.
time for 2 more questions, but we'll still answer questions after we wrap up.
How much days you go here?
One more time.
How much years take this one?
How many years?
How many years did it take to do all together? It was 10 years from when we kind of started this idea, and then the construction itself, so once we had shovels in the ground and people were kind of working out here, probably over the last year. So it takes a long time to build a park. Good question.
How did you guys make this design?
We actually had so much help from community members, Heather and Karina, students from Backman Elementary, and then the National Park Service and Betsy. A lot of people had really big visions and ideas for this place. And so our design team kind of came together and listened to all of those ideas and was able to kind of bring this to fruition. Great question.
So we're going to invite some of the students to come cut the ribbon with us. And then afterward, we're going to do a little program over here at the ranger and we'll answer every one of the questions. 2, 1. Oh, 1 more. 2 more. Keep going.
Here. We can do it.
Teamwork.
Yay!